good, y'all? Welcome to my review for season 1 of Alien Earth. And judging by the ending of the last episode, I have a feeling that there is going to be a season, because you guys may have noticed in last week when they did the finale, they never really specified if it was like the season finale or the series finale. I kind of assumed it was like the series finale because, you know, I just figured this would be a one and done. But at the end, I'm like, nah, there's definitely got to be a season 2. Surely there's going to be a season 2 with it kind of ending on a bit of a cliffhanger. Now, so far, nothing has been confirmed at the current moment, but I imagine we are going to be getting season 2, which also, guys, full disclosure, guys, I'm actually recording this on Wednesday and not Tuesday night, because on Tuesday, I was busy grinding in ZZZ to get some last-minute grinding to try and see if I can get Trigger. I got Trigger. I actually got it before I hit the pity, before I even hit pity, so that was cool. So that's cool. So I still got like 20 film reels left that I can use to hopefully get Evelyn, which I'm hoping, which is like the main one that I want to get her, man. But we'll have to wait and see if I can pull that off and grab her as well during the next patch. Or like the second half of the patch, I guess you could say. But anyway, but yeah, so that's why by the time I was done with it, I finished up my grinding, and, you know, I did the summons. It was already like almost 2 in the morning, so I was like, alright, I'll just go to bed and watch the episode and review it tomorrow. I'll get it done tomorrow. I'll take the L and do it tomorrow. So that's where we're at here, man. And yeah, man, this show was fucking incredible, man. I love this show from start to finish, man. An amazing addition to the Alien universe, man. Definitely gave us some new lore in certain aspects, man. It was just a banger show, you know, all around. But anyways, let's jump right into this. So the show stars Sydney Chandler, if I'm saying that right. Timothy I don't know, say Lily Newmark, Alex Lothran, Samuel Belink, and many more. In the plot of Alien Earth is with a mysterious space vessel crash lands on Earth. Wendy and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery to put them face to face with planet's greatest threats. Now, first of all, man, like I said, once again, and I mentioned this in my first impression, but this also bears repeating once again. The cast of the show is fantastic, man. Like, all of the main cast members that we follow of The Lost Boys, all of them are fantastic. They all do a great job of playing kids stuck in adult bodies. I think all of them play that really well, especially, I don't remember the actor's name, Slighty, and look at the cast right now trying to do this. I think it's like, yeah, Symes, Jonathan Ajayi, if I pronounce his name right, and Adorash Gorvar, if I'm probably butchering both those names, excuse me, who played two of the Lost Boys, man, the Indian guy and the black kid. Both of them, I think, did that the best, where they were like definitely felt like children stuck in adult bodies. I think they played that the best out of all the cast members. Sydney, who plays Wendy, man, she's fantastic. Alex Lothran is once again fantastic as her brother, and then we got Babu Kisei, I feel like I'm saying his name right, as Moro, whatever. The synthetic android that's working for Raylan Yutani, trying to recover, you know, the xenomorphs and all the other creatures that were in the shipwreck. And he was my favorite of the cast, man. I always loved when he was on screen, man. He's amazing, man. Easily, like, probably one of the best villains we've gotten in the human, or I guess human android. I would definitely say it might be my favorite of the androids that we've seen in the Aliens movie so far, man. Or at least he's up there, man. But yeah, man, he was awesome, man. I loved him, man. He was so fucking cool, man. Great performance. But no, do y'all remember back in, like, I think it was like episode 2 or maybe episode 3, whenever they were actually checking the actual ship, investigating the actual shipwreck when it actually crashed land, this dude was sweating, bro. This man was perspirating like he just ran 15 marathons in a row or something, bro. I'm like, bro, why are you so caked in sweat? While I was watching that episode, man, it was pretty insane. I'm like, bro, why are you so moist? It was pretty crazy, but yeah, man, he was easily probably, like, I think out of the cast, man, he was the MVP of the cast, man. Fantastic work, and I hopefully we'll get to see more of him in season 2, man, because like I said, arguably my favorite android that we've gotten in the Aliens films so far, man. He was absolutely incredible. Now, I also gotta say, man, one other thing this show just excels, man, is the direction. This show is directed to perfection, and as well as the cinematography as well. I think I mentioned this in my first impressions as well, but yeah, the show looks amazing, man. The set design is incredible, man. All this is, whether it's from, you know, Neverland itself, which I'm still kind of crazy that they actually threw both Peter Pan and Ice Age references, and you can see it in the movie playing during the series a few times, man, which is like, I still can't get over that. That was so insane to actually see both Peter Pan and Ice Age, of all things, make an appearance, man. But that was pretty interesting. But yeah, whenever we see the Neverland itself, the Weyland-Yutani ship, both of the Weyland-Yutani ship, other environments that we see throughout the show, man, as well as when we actually get to see some of the actual parts of Earth itself, man, they all look great, man. It was, like I said, it was easily like the biggest selling point for the show was finally get to see what Earth looked like in the Aliens universe. Like I said, guys, I'm sure some of this was already shown off in previous comics back during Dark Horse's tenure with the series, man. But like you guys know, casual Alien fans, I've only seen the movie, so this was all new territory. So this was all new territory and content for me, man. So yeah, it was really cool to finally get to see what Earth looked like in the what Earth looked like in the Alien universe. Unless we saw it in Prometheus. Did we see it in Prometheus? I don't know if we saw it in Prometheus. I don't think we saw it in Prometheus, but I might be wrong. Anyway, but yeah, set design is beautiful, man. The directing is spectacular, man. The show's directed to perfection, man. Like, especially the last episode, man. That episode was incredible, man. Like, I love this one sequence when the Lost, did not get too deep into spoilers, when all the Lost Boys are stuck in this cage and they're all just kind of chill, man. Like, the way they're framed perfectly, like they're all like, it's very symmetrical, man. It looks like something out of like a JoJo panel or something, like, it's just how well posed everyone is. You got like two of them, like you got one of the girls sitting on one of the beams, another one just dangling his feet over the beams. Sydney's, you got Wendy sitting in the center with her legs crossed, man. It looks like some shit out you would see out of a JoJo panel with how well posed all the characters were. It was fucking incredible, man. Seriously. And that kind of was going on through the rest of the show, man. Like I said, the show's beautifully directed, man. One thing we gotta talk about, though, man. We gotta talk about Samuel Belkin, I believe is the actor's name, who plays like basically Peter Pan. His name, he goes under Boy Cavalier, who was like the leader of this organization that created these new synthetics and everything, man, etc., etc., etc. So we get this one episode when I think this might have been episode 3, might have been episode 4. I don't really remember, where he meets up with a representative Weyland-Yutani, trying to like to bring a deal about for let Weyland-Yutani get their gear back, their creatures or samples back, because that were from the Craftsman, because they also took them, as we saw in all the trailers. And this dude is a fucking sick freak, man. This dude comes into this office, man, this professional area, man, where everyone's in like suits, comes in here with his usual outfit, barefoot, and this motherfucker has the gall to put his barefoot feet on top of the table, just sitting there while I think he was eating an apple or something, man. I was like, bro, and his feet were not cleaned at all. I'm like, bro, you are fucking nasty. That is disgusting. Put those damn things away. I was absolutely sick, man. Did you guys know that people unironically do that in like movie theaters nowadays? I literally just saw this video yesterday while I was like literally just putting YouTube videos on the background while I was grinding through ZZZ just to make the monotony of it a little bit more palatable. But while I got this one video talking about like how this one woman talked about how theater etiquette is dead and whatnot, and mentioned how multiple people, like showing clips from like TikTok or whatever, of people going to the movie theaters, taking off their shoes and socks, and just laying their feet on like the armrests in front of the man. It was absolutely, it's deplorable. It's heinous. Practical biological warfare, if you ask me, man. Do you people have no shame? Seriously, bro, I ain't the feet. I ain't got no foot, but put that shit away. You ain't seen. Shout out to ZZZ, man. Seriously, that game's great. The new patch is really good, too. I like the story mode, the new ad story we got from this patch. Anyway, but yeah. Disgusting, absolutely deplorable actions, man. But yeah, the Xenomorph, of course, looks amazing as well. The couple that we see throughout the series, man, all of them look great, man. Like I said, I do wish we got to see the alien vision we got in Alien Covenant, because that was so cool, man. But at the very least, we got some really nice drone shots instead, man, which looked amazing, especially in episode 5, which I believe that was the episode where we actually saw what happened to the original crew of the ship that crash landed that Marrow was on. And we can see the full thing, man. It looked amazing, man. That was probably my favorite. That might have been my favorite episode of the series, man. That or episode 8. It would probably be between those two episodes that were my favorite. But yeah, that episode was really cool, man. So the handful of times we got to see drone shots of the Xenomorph, man, they were awesome. I wish they used them a little bit more because they were so cool. But the handful of times that you can see it, they look great, man. The Xenomorph itself looks amazing, man. Which, like I said, I imagine most of it was done practically with the bodysuit, probably doing CGI for the more intricate scenes when like you have to actually have the Xenomorph like running on walls and whatnot. That's probably the switch to CGI, or maybe they did it all practically. I'm not sure. But either way, man, the Xenomorph looked amazing every time we got to see it throughout the series. As well as the other creatures as well. We got to see they were pretty cool and they actually got their little time to shine. We got to see a little bit what their whole thing is and what they can do, man. But yeah, to go back with the Dragon Slayer Tower, one of the things I like this show does occasionally is whenever they have like two like images overlaying each other, like when like you have like this scenic shot of like one of these establishing shots showing off the island that they're on or whatever, and then you see like a person's face like slowly starting to become visible on top of it, man. That kind of like dips, then fades away, man. Whenever they like show that like that partial transparency doing that thing, man, it's really cool, man. I like the handful of times the show did that. So yeah, I think that's about everything I want to at least in terms of pros. In terms of the cons, man, now, unfortunately, I pretty much, my problems I had the first episode, man, continued on with the last episode by the end of the series, because I was hoping they would expand on this, but they really, I mean, they did it a little bit with what the hell was the Indian kid's name again? Slighty, if I'm saying that right. Where I wish they expanded more on them and actually showed us their backstory, what led them to, Neverland, and them getting chosen for this whole thing to be turned into androids and whatnot, man. I wish they expanded more on that. We get little bits and pieces of it from Wendy, a little bit here and there, man. Like I said, we got the whole thing with Slighty when he it's like where he gets blackmailed by Moro to grab one of the eggs so that he can have to give him back to him, so to give it back to Weyland-Yutani and whatnot, man. And you have that whole thing that was going on for like a few episodes, man. That was really cool. But yeah, I wish they expanded more on this. Feels like we got full flashbacks, partial flashbacks for any of the characters, man. Just to give us a little bit more to go off of with the character. Now, like I said, more than likely this is going to get season 2, so maybe we could see that then. To not get too deep in spoilers, from the way season 1 ends, to see that they're going to be, we're going to be seeing more of Alien. We're going to see more of Earth and Alien Earth in a second season, man. So maybe then we'll finally start to get more backstory on the characters, get the flashbacks I was kind of looking for about them to expand on them. And to expand on their characterization, give us their backstories and whatnot, man. Hopefully that'd be cool. Another thing that I also wish got expanded on, now, like, I don't know if, like I said, these were creatures that were shown up in the Dark Horse comics or whatnot, man. But I wish we learned more about the actual the other alien creatures that were on this spaceship, besides the Xenomorph, man. Like the eye thing that was in the sheep, some of the other creatures as well, man. We learned next to nothing about them in the actual show. Now I don't know if they probably like expanding on these creatures more in comics or something, man. But I wish the show had expanded on them as well, and kind of we learned more about who these creatures are. Where did they come from? Why does Weyland-Yutani want them? Etc., etc. I wish that got expanded upon more. Like, we gotta see when Moro just kind of like briefly explain each of the creatures, either during the flashback episode or like some point during the show, man. That would have been sick, and that would have been cool as well. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, man. Fantastic show, man. Overall, I give this show an easy 9.5 out of 10, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. You like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me social if you feel like it. Links are trust below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.